Tune in to Black Ramen Podcast. Because Black Ramen is delicious, baby. Yo!
All right.
Hey, always yelling at me not to start on time and
oh my god,
start ahead of time. Here you go. We're doing the thing.
Like this. Oh my god,
we're doing the thing. Go.
We are. Okay. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chatty Patty from Black Ramen Podcast. How you guys are doing? Yeah, we're gonna keep this short and sweet. I got with me.
Hello. This is Sleepy Bree. Don't even worry about editing. They know we're garbage.
Wow, I wouldn't say that, but all right. Hey guys, this is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate, not garbage.
Fancy.
That's right.
Just for that, I should have you edit this video, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because I know she's exhausted, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what you guys came for. You saw the title. Hello, Crunchyroll. How you doing?
We're back again.
Welcome back. I am so excited.
You got back on speed dial.
So I hope you guys are excited because my notifications was going off. Bree called me. Actually, she texted me. She didn't call me. She texted me. It was like, yo, when we record it next time, because Debbie just saw the news about Crunchyroll. What we doing? So, Bree, what are we doing?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the Crunchyroll Awards, which is wild because this time around in January, we are nowhere near the Crunchyroll Awards actually happening, which is one of the many things we wanted to talk about breaking in the new year. I always very much look forward to this award season, mainly because it gives me a chance to just recap everything that's happened in the last year. But in a change of pace, there's been a lot of alterations to the voting and timing of the Crunchyroll Awards. Normally, they take place in February, but this year, we will not be getting the Crunchyroll Awards until May. Yes, you heard me, May. So why are we talking about it now? Because I'm excited and they have announced categories. But first, I just wanted to let you know how some of the timing has in fact changed. So the awards will be announced in May and voting for them does not start until April. A lot of people might be wondering why so late, why the change? Well, because they made a stupid ass decision like 2 years ago that we have been complaining about ever since. So I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago, as of the 2023 awards, they decided that the fall season no longer counts in the year. So instead of doing, say, January 2023 through December 2023, they got rid of the last 3 months of the year. So it would be something like October 2022 through September 2023.
About that. Yeah.
Again, it's really hard to say it out loud. It's the kind of thing you have to look at. And we all just thought, why? Some people thought, well, you don't want recency bias because the fall season just happened and maybe there wasn't enough time to finish the fall season. I don't care. I thought it was dumb then. I think it's dumb now. And apparently they agree with me that it is freaking stupid because this time around, I think they are fixing the awards. Instead of doing that stupid fall season doesn't count for the current year, they are now including the fall season. So in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards for 2025, we will be looking at anime January through December of 2024, which includes the most recent fall season. But you might be thinking there's a little bit of a change. If they just do those 12 months, they're missing out on the entire 2023 season of anime. So how do they fix their fuck up? By tossing that in too. So ladies and gentlemen, this award season will be very interesting because we are getting 5 full seasons of anime included in this awards. So that is the fall 2023 season, then the winter, spring, summer, and fall 2024 seasons in this award show. Whew.
You good?
Yeah. I need some water after that.
This was a lot. And Crunchyroll, I just want to say thank you because it feels like our voices were heard because we thought that was bullshit last year. Well, 2 years ago. Yeah. We were like, nah. But what I love about what they did was they wrote down the reason that they changed. They wanted to make sure that everybody was eligible for that year instead of just cutting it off. Thank you, Crunchyroll. Right. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you, Crunchyroll, because there were certain animes that I thought wasn't going to make it. And when they do get nominated, the lack in luster will be gone because they're from like 5 years ago.
2
You
years
know what I
ago.
mean? Like, so I'm so happy that they decided to do this. And yeah, this is something that we greatly, definitely needed. It shouldn't have been that way in the beginning. And yeah, kudos to you, sir. Kudos, ma'am, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, like the other two have said, I will always give kudos, for growth. Good job. Very proud of y'all. Yeah, took some constructive criticism. It took a while to get there, but y'all got there in the end, and well done. I
I'm
mean,
not saying thank you for fixing your fuck up. What?
Hey, I said thank you for
You
fixing your
goof,
fuck
you
up.
fix it. I say good, not thank
Yeah.
you. Good. You did this in the first place.
I say thank you because they didn't have to. They could have
They really
kept going.
did. They know what they were doing. This was great. And just to go back to that, they said this is what they wrote. This window ensures no anime goes uncelebrated and fans have the opportunity to vote for all of their favorites. Moving forward, the eligibility period will extend from January 1st to December 31st. Amen.
Which I also think means that the Crunchyroll Awards will mostly be happening in the spring from now on, because shifting the window back from February does allow those fall shows to really finish up. Some have 25 episode stretches instead of 12 episode stretches, which means some anime are still finishing come late January, occasionally even early February. So I think that would explain why we're having such a later award show this year, and might be the new standard for these awards.
That, or some celebrities complained that it was cold when they had to go to the show. It's one of two. I'm fine either way.
Listen, either or. You know who won't be complaining? Black Ramen. If you invited Black Ramen to the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, we would not complain. We would be very highly grateful. Woo, that'll be a day. If they ever invited us to Japan, to Tokyo, we will fuck shit up. It be state of emergency, ladies and gentlemen. Because the way I'm acting a fool, you crazy? But
I'm
yes,
acting normal. I don't know all the laws over there.
Nah, I'm bringing Brooklyn with me. I'm coming there with Tim's, with a bubble, straight off the plane. Like, yo, what's up? What's up, affordable? What's up? I heard you know where the good food is at, Mister. I don't pay taxes. Like, yo, I would be so excited. I'll be so excited. But this is a reach
so fast.
This will be a reach for Crunchyroll. I would love for them to invite us. If they did, that would be so awesome. That'd be so great.
I would cry.
Man.
Even if they said get your own plane ticket, I don't care. Just give me a ticket into the show, and I will make my way there if I have to swim across the Pacific.
We will make our way there.
No, I want a plane ticket. Fuck y'all talking
wow,
about.
So you're saying, Derby, if you get an invitation, you're saying no unless they also send you a ticket?
I'm taking a loan out.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, I think I've got an extra.
I think so. I think my credit is okay. I think I'll take a credit card. Like,
take pictures. I'm not dropping $5,000.
It's okay. Me and you, Patty. We'll go.
Me and you.
We'll crush it in Tokyo.
Expensive.
To the day we die, we rubbing it in Derby's face. Remember that day in Japan when we had those pastries?
Go through a few of the categories. There are some new ones this year, some classics. None of the nominees have been announced. They might not have even been decided yet because, again, it is very early. But some of the categories are really cool to look at. And if anyone is curious, you can go to Crunchyroll's website for the awards and see more details on how each one is selected. But we're just going to give you an overview for now. So as a heads up, Crunchyroll, according to them, evaluates categories each year and occasionally creates new ones based on fan feedback and developments in the anime industry. That's what they're claiming, and I really appreciate that for an award show. Just listening to what people want to see, want to hear. The new awards are always really fun each year. Some I hate, not going to lie. The whole must protect at all costs character is back for the awards.
People loved it.
I'm not thrilled, but yeah, people seem to really enjoy that one.
It's another
so
chance
it has
for my
returned.
pick to win.
Right. So instead of talking about the ones I dislike, I'll talk about some of the ones I'm excited for. But in general, because we have just recently on a previous episode discussed a award show that did not really understand the assignment when discussing anime. For Crunchyroll, they are clear about what they consider an anime or not an anime. So some of their criteria that applies to pretty much every show is it has to be an animated series. So obviously no live action. That makes sense. Primary production must occur in Japan. And a majority of the season aired on television or online in Japan during the time of eligibility, or at least in part. So that means just one episode wouldn't be enough. That has to be most of the episodes, but if it does spill over, that's okay. And it did have an initial legal distribution outside of Japan. So again, pretty much made in Japan, aired in Japan, with some distribution outside of Japan as well. That is what Crunchyroll considers an anime.
Nice and legal-like.
Yeah. So that answers a lot of people's questions today. What is an anime? What is not? This is how they're defining it. And I appreciate them like slapping on that definition. So there's no questions of like, does this count? Does that count? No. Here's what counts.
Okay.
All right. So the first new category I wanted to discuss, and I will let you guys talk about it first. Derby especially, because I know he's very happy about this, is...
We did it, my people.
Announce it.
My people. We have been disparaged for years for loving Isekai.
Hallelujah.
Complaining about Kirito Jesus this, Kirito Jesus that. Power fantasies, escape fantasies. Well, bitch, we got a category. Best Isekai anime. We here. And we ain't giving it up ever.
Nah, long overdue. Long over fucking due.
We're our own genre. Every season we drop like 3 or 4.
This is a game changer. This is a game changer. And this should have happened a lot sooner. As Derby said, there is a lot of isekais that drop every season, not even every year. There's like 2, 3 every season that's popping up.
At least.
At least. So yeah, they were behind with this, but
the world was behind with this. But me and my peoples have struggled, and we have made our voices heard.
But this is a tough one, because let me ask: what if Shangri-La Frontier is nominated as one of the best isekai?
I will write a strongly worded letter. Bitch, he can leave the game. It's not an easy. He's not stuck.
Yeah, he's not stuck.
In any way, shape, or form. Doesn't count.
You can say the folks in gate aren't stuck. They can walk back across the gate.
He just has to take a helmet off. Yeah,
that's
make
fair,
it to a mystical portal to get to the other side.
I am curious about what these nominees are going to be, just because Derby hates when Shangri-La Frontier is mentioned like by or as an isekai. It's not. It's just a gaming one. He's in that fantasy game for a while, but he's just playing it as a game. It's a gaming anime, not an isekai. But I said they had definitions for the categories, but even for the isekai category, I don't think they're really willing to
super
that.
vague.
Yeah, there are their exact words for what can be nominated for best isekai anime. It is the most captivating isekai storytelling, transports viewers to fantastical worlds brimming with adventure and intrigue. These series are renowned for their imaginative world building and spellbinding plots. They invite viewers to explore new realms, offering immersive journey where the rules of reality are beautifully redefined.
Anime.
Yeah, so anime. Any fantasy anime also includes that. So it does not actually define ever if time travel would count as an isekai. If anyone has to
anime will count. Every magical anime, every magical girl anime technically counts by that definition.
It says fantastical, which might bias people towards fantasy, but there have been some like sci-fi isekais, right? Have there? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Okay, so yeah, it is a big category, so I'm very, very curious what could be nominated. My guess is Solo Leveling will probably be nominated.
Which is enough I would count.
Right?
Similar to Gate.
Right?
They go through a mystical gate.
Reverse isekai probably do not count, so it has to be like pure, straightforward isekai. But yeah, it will be interesting to see what comes out of this category now that it has made it to an award.
Hey, look, you know what? We can fine-tune it next year. We can figure this out. You know, we got to step in the door. We are on our way. That's all that matters here.
Just you wait, sports anime is coming.
I'm sure sports anime has happened. BL probably won't though.
No, that just goes under romance category.
You did say you had a show that if they snub it,
If Cherry Magic is not nominated, Crunchyroll Awards is homophobic, and I am going to throw a fit. That is my personal taste. Don't take that take seriously. Don't at me in the comments. But honestly, it is a fantastic.
You can't do that. You can't do that. Because they got Yuri on Ice Animated Year 2019. No, 2018.
It did. It did. And that's why I'm not even saying it has to win. I just say it has to be nominated because as a romance, it is just a damn good romance.
I mean,
but Sign of Affection is also going to be in there.
The dilemma is now we're talking about 5 seasons of anime, so
right.
It might just barely get cut out.
That is why it is so interesting. That 5 seasons is a lot of anime. Mm-hmm. It's hard enough to remember what happened in January last year, let alone October the year before.
It's not. According to my lunch break, it's not enough. It is not enough.
I need more anime, please.
We need more. But I'm glad. I'm glad to see
it.
More. Yeah, I'm glad to see it.
All right, that's the main one I wanted to talk about.
Okay, well, another new one coming to the award show this year is Best Background Art. Now, I believe in a previous year they had Best Art Direction, so this one's a little bit different, just purely background art, and I love this. Because that is so cool. There's so much more to an anime than just the characters or just the fight. If you just pause for a moment and don't look at the character, look at everything behind the character. It is gorgeous how they do things.
This is a waste of a category. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wow.
If all of you, no, I'm gonna tell you why.
Wow.
The reason I feel like this is a waste of a category because I feel like the typical anime watcher is not really watching the art of everything when it comes to looking at an anime. Cause y'all motherfuckers are taking solo leveling to a whole fucking flight that I'm just like, why? So if that's the case, then I don't think you guys are looking at the bigger picture. You know, I don't think you guys will really sit there and be like, oh man, look at this.
But what if this brings them to makes people recognize and appreciate an element they've never looked at before? Mm-hmm. Like imagine a person who for the first time pauses the action during One Piece and looks at the world building, the scenes, the set, how the detail is drawn.
But that's One Piece. I feel like
Freerun also has exquisite background art.
Freerun is gorgeous within itself. It's gorgeous within itself. But I feel like for this, you have to be a connoisseur. You have to be an anime watcher of a particular taste.
We're talking about an anime award show. We're already getting bougie here.
I mean, not really, because this right here, this is caviar served next to hot dogs. Like this is too much. This is not for your typical watcher. I appreciate it because who's ever sitting up here losing nights of sleep, making sure that every waterfall, every rain, every light post, every brick on the house, every train station looking immaculate. Those, yes, I appreciate you guys. For sure I do. But I just see this one not being, just flying over people's heads. Because
people just choose their favorite show and move on.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. But let's see what
happens. But if it makes even one more person pause and just look around at the things that are being drawn, I would be happy. Just broaden, like this is for recognition as much as anything else. So it's not best fight scene anymore. It's just take a moment and look that goddamn they drew every window on that building and it is amazing.
Well, I mean, not only recognition, but I'm also hoping that it inspires some people. Some people look at a show, go, "Oh, this is the best background. Let me take a look at the show. Oh my god, I want to draw this myself." And then I get more things, Patty. And this is all about me. I mean us. Right? Us getting more things. That's right.
Thank you for the last minute plural. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I figure I want stuff too.
Oh yeah, for sure. We do want stuff. So yeah, it does inspire when you see the amount of detail that goes into the backgrounds. If you guys haven't checked out Bakuman, definitely try that out. Or one of my favorite animes, what's that shit again? Study, 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 study.
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy. So I think the last episode, he goes into a studio and try to help them create an anime. The amount of time they tell you to do that they have in the studio to create every single thing, including the background. It's like, you're like, what? We're just backgrounds came a long way from Hanna-Barbera when the characters was running and you would see the same house going over and over again. We're not talking about those type of backgrounds. We're talking about those breathtaking backgrounds that I'm talking about fireworks before the kiss. I'm talking about the beach. I'm talking about it will set the whole mood and the tone. Sometimes backgrounds give shit away. You see a fucking background drop and you're like, oh, somebody gonna die. You see lightning happen. Oh, a fight about to break out. You see it get dark as shit. Oh, somebody about to reveal a secret. That's not their mother. Like you could tell what's about to happen. It sets the mood. It sets the atmosphere. It sets everything in motion for story to be set. But I feel like I said before, this is gonna go over niggas' heads. So, yeah.
I mean, we will find out in like 5-ish months.
We'll see.
Oh, it's so far away. Yeah, so those are the main new categories. There are a few categories I'm just pleased they still have separated out, like the music categories. How they got a few. They have anime song, best score, opening sequence, and ending sequence. So I feel like a few years ago it was still mostly combined in like just a song category, but they really want you to know, like, we're not just listening to the music. That is an option. Background music is an option. Like just a single great song is an option. But also, I want the entire opening sequence, the animation of it, the details of it. And let's be honest, Creepy Nuts is going to be winning.
At least one of these.
Probably opening sequence for either the Dan Dan opening or for the Mashal Season 2 opening.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, they're getting Bling Bang Born, or is it just called Dan Dan? No, Otonoke, I think, is the Dan Dan opening.
Yeah.
Like, just exquisite how they were drawn, how the music hits. I can't think of anyone else who would win for sure over that.
I think Girls Can Cry has a shot for their opening. But beyond that,
to pivot off that real quick, I just want to give an honorable mention to those who paved the way for Creepy Nuts. Shout out to Overworld. Shout out to Sid. Shout out to all the bands.
Are you just naming your favorites?
Yes, my favorites. Yes, I'm naming my favorites. Shout out to all of those who have made, the one that sang Bluebird, Daddy Daddy Do. He paved the way for a lot of stories. Every single opening from JoJo. Fire. Even the first one, I don't care what it. Listen, I don't care. That was fire. But I love that we're paying more attention to this now, because back then, I think it was during 2019 where we watched the Crunchyroll Awards and we were at a Sonic Boombox party. Shout out to Sonic Boombox. And they ran over Best OP. Like it was not even mentioned. They ran over it because I remember standing there thinking that Promised Neverland was going to win. And I was like, where's the best OP? Somebody next to me was like, oh, they just ran over it. They just mentioned it real quick. It didn't even have like a set segment where everybody was opening, doing the drums and opening the envelope. So it's beautiful that music in anime has gotten its recognition. Best score, best song, best opening sequence, all of that. That's you can get all of that in Black Rama's playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Rama does have an anime playlist. It's called Anime Tunes, where you can find in Spotify. It's also in our link tree, where we have the best OPs that you could possibly get into your way to work, workout. You need it. Because me personally, I think it's the best. Because it is the best. You got it, Brie.
The best. Another one that I love that they've pretty much broken up, because these would technically all be bunched together, but instead of just having anime of the year, they have best continuing series, best new series, and best original. And I love that these are separate categories. I really do. Because like sometimes if it's just anime of the year, there's a lot of great ones and it's just not enough award to give out to all the amazing shows. So I appreciate that you have these separate ones.
I love how they made a category just for One Piece. Like,
Yeah,
let's continue with
been
series.
here for 2 years and it's won 2 years in a row.
You know, One Piece will always
Who else are
win.
you giving this
We'll
to?
keep winning.
Crunchyroll, I'm telling you right now, Crunchyroll is doing this on purpose
At
for
this
Oda
point.
to actually accept coming to the award show. It's like,
Bro,
let's just keep putting him in.
pull
One
up
day
to
he's
your
just going to
award.
pull up. This is just the One Piece category. That's it. Best One Piece. One Piece. That's
Are
it.
y'all locking that in? One Piece is one best continuing?
I mean,
Of
2 years
course.
in a row if I had to bet
No.
money.
Come on.
The fan base is too strong. The fact that there's the voting element
too
would just
strong.
blow
Way too strong.
One Piece out of the
Like, what
water.
else is continuing right now? Like,
So much.
Speaking of One Piece, this is what
I
I do
mean-
now. I'm wearing this to work. Like, this is fire. It's One Piece. It's anything One Piece is fire. I don't even collect these shits. It was just like this. It had a One Piece. It had the pirate. I'm going in for it. I'm going in for it. But yeah, I love this category. Best original anime.
I'm so
I don't
happy
know
for
if that's
it.
going to be
What?
good because we don't really have like how many original animes have we had?
Do
this
I
year?
need to
A lot.
mute you?
Nah,
So
nothing.
many.
Tell-
Like,
what?
why
But
not
sometimes
one
you
for
don't always
one?
notice it's original. I can't even name off the top of my head, especially 5 seasons worth.
Yeah,
So
mine
I
not
am a
much. What about the
huge
train
fan
one?
of original anime, and it's just
That one is
it's
original?
so good.
That's not
Train
based
to the
off of
end of the
manga.
world?
So let's be
Oh, I love
perfectly
Train to the End
clear.
of the World.
Let's do a definition of best original anime. This is an anime that
Absolutely.
the
Let me
studio has
pull you
just
out.
done off the top of the dome. No manga.
So think pretty much almost all Studio Trigger except for Dungeon Meshi. So the official definition of best original is an anime showcases storylines not adapted from source material, like
Mhm.
manga or light novels. It is a new creation.
What if it's
So in general, I also count like so not video game either. So just purely it is a script written for the anime. So that would be things like Kill la Kill was original.
Death Parade.
Death Parade was original.
Mhm.
One of that. So yeah, there are tons and tons of original anime coming out. It's just
Okay.
there's also a lot of manga and light novel and now webcomic anime coming out. But it is really refreshing to get one that is just purely original. Someone came with a script and an idea, and the animation studio said, you know, we're having fun with this. Which means like they didn't have any character designs already set, they didn't have any storylines already set, no character arcs. These tend to be often like 12 episodes and done in and out.
Which also means they don't have to pay Shonen Jump.
Hey.
More money for them. So yeah. Let's see what happens. I don't think this is a category that's gonna
Ma'am.
stay.
Back off. This is my favorite category.
No, I love it too, but I just don't see it. I mean, you know, it's so much easier because the source material is there. But let's see what happens.
I
Let's
mean,
see
I've
what
seen
happens.
many people fuck up things even if they had the script in front of them. So.
Oh, for sure.
So
For
terribly.
sure. For sure. But
Yeah.
but the push, definitely, I feel like with best original anime, because it's like sourced within, it's not gonna get the push that you would normally see where you're sourcing from the manga because they want people to buy the manga. The anime is made for people to purchase the manga.
Right.
So like I said, let's see what happens.
Right. And then I respect best new series, which means like often anime of the year might get kind of taken over by something that's had multiple seasons that's been popular.
Attack
Not
on
all the time.
Titan!
Like Attack on Titan constantly sweeping. So just having a new one acknowledges, hey, this is someone's first season. They don't got a fan base yet. Let's see how well they did dropping their first episodes.
I don't know.
Because Orb.
Why do you hate all of these categories? What is going
It's
on?
not that I hate them. It's just I just feel like because of hype for certain titles, I'm just like this right here. This will be great for me. This will be great for us. This will be great for anime people like us. And I'm not trying to be, you know, elitist. I'm not trying to do that. But I feel like if you watch our show, if you listen to us, you know that this is the stuff. And I feel like our listeners are somewhat like us, are getting to be like us because they really do appreciate anime for the love for the art. I just don't see this going for the masses because I don't know. I just feel like it's it's going to be a bit too much. It might take the fun out of it for most people. Not for me, because I'm in it for. I'm like I said, I'm watching this sipping wine at 4:00 in the morning because it's in Tokyo. But like I'm just.
I feel like the best things about these award shows is to introduce something to people that they didn't have on their radar. Like, we watch a stupid amount of anime.
We introduce people to our taxi.
so
They're still not
much
talking about like the way
anime.
we want them to. So it's like
If you do, all you need is one. And sometimes when you say it over and over, eventually they'll get to it. Don't you have that friend or someone where you recommended something so hard for years, and then I'll get to it, I'll get to it. Then one day they hit you up saying, yo, that thing you told me about, oh, it was amazing.
And I say, you're welcome.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
It's never less satisfying. Like, I can wait 5-10 years and someone comes up to me and just thanks me now. My brother has just told me he is watching To Your Eternity. Yeah. Just now. He understands Gugu. Just now. That was my Christmas holiday. Looking at him saying, oh, but Gugu though, you're on. He hadn't understood why some people say you have to take a break halfway through the season because you just can't go on.
Nah.
That Gugu.
And I don't know that it took him a few years to get there, but when he got there, it's like, yeah, that's why I'll push it nice and gentle, just remind you it's still there. That's all I need these award shows to do. Plant a seed inside their head that at some point when they're looking for something, they'll come across a title and say, Taxi, I feel like I heard of that. You know what? Let me give it a shot.
Patty, remember, there's always new people coming into anime every single year.
Always new people.
And all of them will do what we did too when we were newbies. Go on list and say, what are the best shows to watch? Who's won awards? Let me take a look, see. All right, I kind of like these kind of shows. Well, let me see what they've had. Okay, I like original shows instead of the ones that have like the script of the manga or the light novel or the skeleton of that. Let me see what's what. Let me see some of the best ones. Cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Right?
That's
so they might not pay much attention to the best original anime, but they might hear it once and that's all. Best continuing or new series. Might hear it once and decide later, you know what? Let me give that a shot because its name stood out to me for some reason. And that's all.
One Piece all day. One Piece all day.
I mean, they're going to see it in that best continuing category now.
Yeah.
Brave Bang Bravern was original.
Bang Brave Bravern.
One category that I always love, believe it or not, best director. I think the best director went to Odd Taxi, didn't they? When Odd Taxi was up?
I don't know.
I have to go through all the awards. I don't have all the winners pulled in front of me, but I'm pretty sure it was at least nominated.
Yeah, they won something. Was
Odd Taxi original?
Like, okay.
Why do I feel like Odd Taxi was original?
No, it's not original.
It wasn't manga.
It was a manga, which I still can't get my hands on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you find the American version, let me know. Barnes and Nobles, Rachel, somebody do something. I need the American. It's not translated in English yet. I know somebody that actually bought the manga on eBay. It's not in English.
It got best protagonist for the year of 2021.
Best protagonist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2021, it was that long ago? Jeez.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
It was during COVID. Man.
Yeah, guys, we're going to do another episode later once the actual nominees are out, but I'm excited. So I just like looking at these so early so I can at least keep in my mind as I'm going through the next few months again, the things I've watched, what do I think are really going to get their flowers? Yeah, forces me to look backwards a little bit. For example, a Blue Giant as a movie will definitely get nominated. But also, the Haikyuu movie was out in theaters, and that'll probably be nominated.
But there's
I don't know if Blue Giant was this year. It might have been last.
Might have been last year. That's what happened when you fuck up. You can't fix that. You can't fix that. Yeah, this is gonna be.
So it was 2023, but when in 2023?
I don't think fall.
February.
Yeah, there you go.
Dang.
Blue Giant's out.
And you know what I really hate about anime films, anime movies, the ones that are coming in between or after a series, it's always mostly a recap. That's kind of.
For some of them, yeah.
Yeah, for I would say for most of them, it's mostly a recap of, like, even Demon Slayer. They're known for this offense. They need to go to jail for this. They will sit there and make
It was the reverse. They did the movie and then they released the season.
Yeah.
They said they went to jail.
Why is it?
They did.
Why is it?
They did. But I hate when movies, do that. Like,
Yeah, but I don't
it's
think
all an excuse to just make money and not give me real material.
Demon Slayer did not do that.
Yes, they did.
No,
They did the movie
backwards.
first. And then they later
Movie
released
first.
the
The
season.
movie first, yes. So
then they
what
dropped
other
the
series
season.
that did that? There was a series
don't
that a lot of
know.
people. What's the latest movie that came out? The anime movie came out this year.
He was the only one I know.
Haikyuu, wasn't it a recap?
Nope, it was new
it
material.
non-canon? It was
It
non-canon.
was good. It was canon, but it was
Canon
new
is
canon
just-
material.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Those were
I think
the
whenever
only
it's a
ones.
theatrical release, it's usually not a recap. But when they're like making like a movie that's just like an episode 0, that's going straight to like streaming, that sometimes is just like a recap movie. So there's
Okay.
a lot of shows that I know, like Bocchi the Rock has one that's supposed to come out, and it's just like, yeah, recap of season 1. I'm like, well, why?
That was a
Because
good one too. I
It's
like
not
both.
going to theater. It's just if you don't want to watch the show like a heathen that you are.
It's not great, but if it's a long series, I can see.
It's 12
Well,
episodes.
because didn't One Piece, or is One Piece going to, or already did do like a East Blue movie instead of the individual episodes?
Well, I know they have the Wit situation going, and I think they do have some recap episodes, so you could just jump in. But I think those are more just if you've watched it years ago to review and jump
Okay,
back
and
in.
those are episodes. I could have sworn there was going to be just a. I might be making this up off the back of my head, or just think it would be something neat. So a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't get into One Piece; it's too long." If they made like movies,
I think some of them have them. I
yeah, that do
I've
like
never
part
watched
recaps
them.
instead of individuals.
Yeah, I've never watched them, so I don't know if I can recommend
Right.
them or
I
how
mean,
good
ladies
they
and gentlemen, One Piece do exist. So
are. Sure.
you guys, but I feel like to really appreciate One Piece is to really have patience and to really observe and enjoy what's going on in each arc. It may be a bit much for you. If it is, then it's probably not the type of anime that you should be into. But every One Piece arc has a hidden gem that you have to pay attention to. Because if you look away or you go to the bathroom without pausing, trust and believe, Oda gave you a gem and you just
Right.
dropped it.
That's true, but it depends on how well the movies do. So, for example, if you're trying to do the One Piece anime, it does have fillers that you don't really need. So, if a movie can cut out the fillers and kind of condense it, because One Piece anime pacing is bad.
Yeah.
Maybe the more recent seasons have gotten better, but especially the older stuff, it is a slog to get through. The first 10 minutes of any episode is a recap of what happened in the last episode.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like filler. I think it's just mostly
Not filler,
recap that makes
but
it. that makes
sometimes
it
you can
interesting.
There are a
definitely
few- there are a
condense
few
One
fillers
Piece
that-
because some of
A
the
few, but
the
very
fights go on a
few.
little bit too long with like the long dramatic pauses as they try to like really pace it out.
Yeah, I thought that
There
nigga
are
never
some
get to
filler
end.
episodes,
Shit.
so you can clean up the pacing and tighten the arcs a lot.
Well, I mean,
So one
I'm
movie
pretty
might
sure-
not be enough for all of them, but some, if you just do like a part 1 and part 2 movie, can get through the arc in a lot quicker time than watching every individual episode.
I mean, isn't this basically the plan for the Wit remake that's supposed to come out?
I hope so.
Well, let's be real. The reason
think
the
it can be
Wit
tightened.
remake got the green light is because of how far One Piece has gotten. Like, the reason we have this shonen pacing, which, ladies and gentlemen, you know what's shonen pacing when it paces like this, so that the anime doesn't beat the manga. So there's still more material. So they drag it. They do this on purpose.
Exactly. So that's
That
why a
came-
lot of early One Piece, it's better now in the more recent seasons, but a lot of early One Piece, at least definitely up to the time skip, is terribly placed and a little bit of a slog to get through. So it's not that like, oh, you're not patient enough. It's like, no. I was a manga reader. I did not / do not watch One Piece. I keep up with the manga, and it goes a lot quicker because you don't have those like extended shots. They don't need the shonen anime pacing. So a movie could clean that
to
up.
a certain extent, because there's certain panels, these little boxes that fucking Oda be drawing everything in his life in there with the words mad small.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
sometimes we do need more pacing, because for you to put this in one panel, Oda, I I need a magnifying glass. Like what?
You do,
Like,
you do.
Now there is some good things about like being able to watch it like blown up on a big screen,
In color.
animated, with voices telling you who's talking. Because sometimes, it's a little tough to tell who's who.
Yeah, those boxes be mashed small. I'm like, oh, the
Okay, but in the anime, do y'all get the little clips and side stories of what's happening elsewhere in the world?
New,
No,
but guess
we
what? I do
don't.
both. So ha.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Mama
Like-
Supremacy.
I know what happens to Eminem, so it's like, sorry,
Eminem
I've heard of
and
what
the bunnies.
CP9 is up to. All
I
right.
know, because we
I
we
remember.
read. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the awards. I love the fact they have influencers coming through. So this is good. This is great. I love how, but a lot of the influencers, they just get into like say they early birds into the anime scene. I would like for them to get a OG veteran that's not toxic, preferably not a man.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Like, put a name down. If you got none, they got none.
me.
She got you there, Bri.
She did. I fell right into that one.
You asked, right? No, but it'd be great. It'd be great to have somebody that's like been in the industry, not been in the industry, but been following anime for years before Crunchyroll evolved to such this great feat to actually be on the orange carpet. So
And I hear they struggling a little now, and
who
Netflix
isn't?
about to
That's
take their money.
that's the common standards of everything in the United States. So I mean, I'm just right now, I'm just very glad that Japan has actually taken Crunchyroll a little seriously and actually showing up to these award shows, because before we weren't getting this and Japan was like, this is Western shit. Like, fuck out of here. So now I feel like this is great because a lot of people, this is where they get their anime from. If it's not Netflix, it's Crunchyroll. Everybody knows it's definitely Crunchyroll that you got to get your anime from. So Crunchyroll has definitely cashed their checks in. They've gotten numbers, and I'm glad to see this happening. And thank you for fixing what you did 2 years ago. I take you back. I take you back. You know, they always say don't go backwards in a relationship, but this one, my man. Thank you, Crunchyroll.
Wow. That's what I got to say to that.
Oh, that I think we're done for the night.
Yeah.
Thank
All right,
you, ladies
well,
and gentlemen. Wait. Hold on. Anybody got any final statements to say?
Isekai people, we did it.
Yeah,
That's
tune
all
in
that
when
matters.
we go over the nominees in a few months.
Yeah.
I'll either be
Can't wait
very
for that.
happy or very sad.
Either way, you have to tune in, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Black Ramen Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on, if you don't already, on Instagram. Don't forget to go on our link tree, see our latest episodes, get your notifications on, get a sweater. We do have merch sold at Redbubble. The link is on the link tree that's in our bio in our Instagram. Don't forget to go to our Spotify anime playlist. Don't forget to leave comments on the videos that you watch. We love to hear from you. And another year, let's go 2025. And with that being said,
Good night.
baby, I'm waiting for you to say peace. Man, come on.
On that little. Peace.